Hey there, plant enthusiasts and farming enthusiasts. Get ready to dive into the mesmerizing world of gardening and farming with me.
Think you need a big yard to enjoy a lush garden? Think again. Today, we're bringing you 5 amazing gardening ideas perfect for small spaces, so you can grow a beautiful garden anywhere. Whether you live in an apartment, have a tiny balcony, or just want to add a touch of green to your home, small space gardening offers a wonderful opportunity to connect with nature. These ideas are perfect for beginners, renters, or anyone wanting to add more green to their space. So, let's unleash our creativity and discover the joy of gardening in even the most compact of spaces. Our first gardening idea takes inspiration from the concept of vertical storage. Vertical gardens are a wonderful way to transform any plain wall or fence into a vibrant, living tapestry. Imagine a blank wall in your home adorned with a cascade of lush greenery. That is the magic of a vertical garden. It not only adds a touch of nature, but also transforms an ordinary space into a breathtaking focal point. You can use wall-mounted planters, pocket planters made from fabric, or even repurpose wooden pallets into unique vertical structures. Vertical gardens are especially beneficial for those with limited floor space. By utilizing vertical surfaces, you can grow a surprising amount of plants without sacrificing precious square footage. You can grow a wide variety of plants, from cascading vines and colorful flowers to aromatic herbs and even small vegetables. If you're limited on space, try plants like herbs, lettuce, or strawberries. Remember, the key to a successful vertical garden is to choose plants that spark joy and create a harmonious balance in your space. So, embrace the art of vertical gardening and transform any ordinary wall into a stunning display of nature's artistry. Let your creativity blossom as you create a vertical oasis that brings joy and tranquility to your home. Let's move our attention upward to another often underutilized space, the ceiling. Hanging gardens bring a touch of lightness and whimsy to our surroundings. Imagine stepping onto your balcony, greeted by a cascade of vibrant flowers trailing down from hanging baskets. Or picture your kitchen window, framed by lush ferns and cascading pothos, creating a sense of tranquility and connection to nature. Hanging gardens are incredibly versatile and can be adapted to fit any style. You can choose from a variety of hanging pots, from classic terracotta to sleek metal designs, or even get creative and repurpose old jars, teapots, or even colanders as unique planters. Trailing plants like pothos, spider plants, and philodendrons are excellent choices, as their cascading foliage creates a beautiful, flowing effect. For a touch of color and fragrance, consider hanging petunias, fuchsias, or even trailing varieties of tomatoes. Regular watering is essential, as hanging plants tend to dry out more quickly than those in the ground. Feel the soil with your fingers to gauge its moisture level, and water thoroughly when the top inch feels dry. So embrace the magic of hanging gardens and transform any vertical space into a flourishing oasis. Let your creativity blossom as you create a suspended sanctuary that brings life, color, and a touch of whimsy to your home. Our next gardening idea brings the joy of nature right to our fingertips, transforming our windows into vibrant portals of growth and beauty. Window box gardens allow us to create miniature displays of our favorite plants, adding life and color to our homes. Imagine yourself in the kitchen, sunlight streaming through your window, illuminating a vibrant window box brimming with fresh herbs. The scent of basil, mint, and rosemary fills the air, inspiring culinary creativity and a sense of connection to nature. Window boxes are incredibly versatile and can be customized to fit any window size or style. You can find them in a variety of materials, from classic wooden boxes to sleek metal planters, or even create your own using repurposed containers. If you have a south-facing window that gets plenty of sun, you can grow a wide variety of herbs, flowers, and even small vegetables. Herbs are particularly well suited for window boxes, as they thrive in well-drained soil and don't require a lot of space to grow. For a burst of color, Consider planting flowers like petunias, geraniums, or impatiens. Water your window box regularly, especially during hot summer months, and fertilize your plants every few weeks to ensure they have the nutrients they need to thrive. As you water your plants, take a moment to admire their delicate blooms, the vibrant colors, and the intricate patterns of nature. Let your window box garden bring joy and inspiration to your daily life. Our next gardening idea takes inspiration from the concept of vertical storage, but with a twist. Tiered plant stands and shelf gardens allow us to display our plant collection in a visually appealing and space-saving way. Imagine a corner of your living room transformed into a miniature indoor jungle, with plants cascading down from a tiered plant stand. The different levels create a sense of depth and dimension, while the variety of plants adds visual interest and a touch of nature's artistry. Tiered plant stands come in a variety of materials, from sleek metal designs to rustic wooden structures. You can find them in different sizes to fit any space, from small corner stands to larger units that can hold a substantial plant collection. One of the benefits of tiered plant stands is that they allow you to create microclimates for your plants. You can place plants that prefer brighter light on the top tiers, while those that tolerate lower light conditions can be placed on the lower shelves. Shelf gardens offer a similar concept, but utilize existing shelving units to display your plants. When selecting plants for your tiered plant stand or shelf garden, consider a mix of heights, textures, and colors to create a visually appealing display. Trailing plants like pothos, spider plants, and string of pearls look stunning cascading down the sides, while upright plants like snake plants, ZZ plants, and peace lilies add height and structure. Water your plants regularly, checking the soil moisture level to ensure they're not getting too dry or too wet. Rotate your plants occasionally to ensure they receive even light exposure, and fertilize them every few weeks during the growing season. Let your tiered plant stand or shelf garden become a beautiful focal point in your home. Our final gardening idea celebrates the versatility and adaptability of plants, proving that you can create a thriving garden in any space, no matter how small. Container gardening is like a treasure hunt, where you can repurpose everyday objects into unique and stylish planters, adding a touch of personality and charm to your space. Imagine a collection of herbs growing happily in a vintage tea tin, or a cluster of succulents thriving in a repurposed ceramic bowl. Container gardening allows you to express your creativity and personalize your garden with planters that spark joy and reflect your unique style. One of the beauties of container gardening is that you can use almost anything as a planter, as long as it has drainage holes to prevent water from accumulating around the roots. Imagine a collection of colorful annuals brightening up your patio in a vintage watering can, or a trailing ivy cascading down the sides of a repurposed wooden crate. When choosing plants for your container garden, consider the size and material of your planter, as well as the amount of sunlight your chosen location receives. If you have a small planter, opt for compact varieties of plants that won't outgrow their container too quickly. For sunny locations, consider drought-tolerant plants like succulents, cacti, or herbs. If your container garden will be in a shadier spot, opt for shade-loving plants like ferns, hostas, or impatiens. Water your plants regularly, checking the soil moisture level to ensure they're not getting too dry or too wet. Container gardens tend to dry out more quickly than plants in the ground, so you may need to water them more frequently, especially during hot summer months. Fertilize your container plants regularly, as the nutrients in potting mix tend to deplete more quickly than in the ground. Let your container garden bring life, color, and a sense of tranquility to your home. Remember, just as we find joy in decluttering our homes and creating a sense of spaciousness, we can apply the same principles to gardening. Don't be afraid to combine these ideas to make the most of your space. For example, you could place a vertical garden alongside a few container plants, creating a multi-dimensional green oasis that maximizes every inch. In a small space, it's also helpful to rotate your plants for even sunlight exposure. Regularly check for pests and address any issues promptly. And remember, watering needs vary depending on the plant and the season. Feel the soil to gauge its moisture. It should be damp but not soggy. With a bit of creativity, any small space can become a thriving garden. Mix and match these ideas to find what works best for your home. Ready to get started? Try these small space gardening ideas and watch your area transform.